the cruel moon coming in where you keep looking now. It is the hollow month of March now sweeping in. Let's watch phenomenons to rise out of the darkness now. Within the light, she is my storm and heroine. An old machine that's abandoned by the ancient races stand. I hear them humming down below in hollow earth. Oh hell, I guess I know no while I will go under too. But just for now, I let the spring and storm return. I left my heart to the wild hunt coming. I live until the call, and I plan to be forgotten when I'm gone. Yes, I believe in the fall. Oh. And I will sleep out in the glade just by the giant tree, to be closer when my spirits pull away. I left a nervous little boy out on the trail today. He's just a mortal to the shouting cavalcade. I left my heart to the wild hunt coming. I live until the call, and I plan to be forgotten when I'm gone. Yes, I believe in the fall. Oh. Let's open up the windows, have Satan departing now, and we'll be even when the blues fall down like, hey, hell, I don't even care no more about Cadejo now. If he's a white one or a black one on the trail. I left my heart to the wild hunt coming. I live until the call, and I plan to be forgotten when I'm gone. Yes, I believe in the fall. Oh, oh. Yes, I believe in the fall. Of the sun swings on the chambers of her guns and tries to shoot the cord and light the path. Oh, but hell, I'm just a blind man on the plains. I drink my water when it rains and live by chance among the lightning strikes. Oh, once I held a glacier to an open flame, and once I felt like wildcat in the falling gate. But I will fight this stranger that you should fear, so I won't be your burden out tomorrow, dear. They will go on forever till they sang you out of time. But I will fight this stranger that you should fear, so I won't be your burden out tomorrow, dear. Kneeling down on frozen highways and salvation and white knuckles on a wheel. And the deer is in the audience by the border of the darkness where forgiveness grows and slowly winds away. Well, there's a question somewhere asked with all the answers inside, but I'll never find the kid before she's gone. Well, the day is never done, but there's a light on where you sleep, and so I hope somewhere the troubles will be gone. But now the ghost is in my jacket, and my stairs were built in anger, winding forcefully but end up where I stand. But there are no rocks or salt and nails, I load my cannons not to kill you, simply lost the words to tell you I'm afraid. And there's a sign up to a hill to see the far of the land, where the sign will tell you turn if there's a one. Still the day is never done, but there's a light on where you sleep, and so I hope somewhere that troubles will be gone. I see in headlights driving down the golden highway, and salvation in the beauty of some race. And the deer is gone without me to the valley of surrender. There is still another world along its tracks, and there's that sign up to the hill to see the far of the land, where the sign will say there's still a higher one. And now the day is slowly setting, and the lights on where you sleep, and so I hope somewhere that troubles will be gone. walking away. You said just let it go away. You said just let it go. I could roll you to hell like you swam from your heavens. I could drive you so safe, I could walk you to here. But you drive me to tears like I cry from your laughter. When it's not for some sick innocent, it's still there. And now you're going back, you're going back, you're going back. Oh, now you're going back. She said I cannot tell you why. She said I'm in a rush. There are softer dreams for you to think about now, love. Things that you have seen this night runs by death rivers flow. I can't use you if you're in the flame. I'm a growing, no. And no, this is not the summer dream. She said it's just a drying of the lawns. I'm going to leave out there. But I said I'll sail the frozen corners of the dark Atlantic Sea, and I drifted on the waves in the mirage and and never have I felt such numbing, pointless searching true. So when I set my eyes on torched up lands of the mark of you. And no, this is not the summer dream. She said it's just a drying of the lawns. I'm going to leave out there. You follow me like sheep that think this cane could do some harm. But I tell you, boy, I'm frightened still with sister's arm. I set my eyes upon the shore whenever you wake up. I'm leaving cause you don't feel what you're dreaming of. And no, this is not the summer dream. She said it's just a drying of the lawns. I'm going to leave out there. But I will stand down in the hallway with no thought to leave the set of a movie I will sure as hell not end just yet. If evenings are for romance, then this morning is for us. It will never end, and our last dream will deceive this house. And no, this is not the summer dream, I said. It's just a drying of the lawns that want to leave us here. Oh, it's the drying of the lawns that want to leave us here. Was a lover, just cause I steal the things you hide, just cause I focus while we're dancing on, just cause I offered you a ride. Still I am not from Barcelona, no, I am not even from Madrid. I am a native of the North Pole, and that could mess up any kid. Well, if you blood is fake, so I get hurt. And all the senoritas sighing, oh, will be the fountain of my life. But while we're floating in siesta, will you search for bottles synchronized? No. Well, if you reinvent my name, well, if you could redirect my day, I wanna be the king of Spain. And I wear my boots of Spanish leather, oh, while I'm tightening my crown. I'll disappear in some flamenco, and perhaps I'll reach the other side. Why are you stabbing my illusion? Oh, just cause I stole some eagle's wings, because you named me as your lover. Well, I thought I could be anything. Well, if you could reinvent my name, well, if you could redirect my day, I wanna be the king of Spain. Well, I walk upon the river like it's easier than land. Evil's in my pocket and your will is in my hand. Oh, your will is in my hand. And I throw it in the current that I stand upon so still. Love is old from what I've heard, but my heart's learned to kill. Oh, mine has learned to kill. Oh, I said I could rise from the harness of our goals. Here come the tears, but like always, I let them go. Oh, oh, oh. Just let them go. Oh. Now spikes will keep them falling from the heavens to the floor. Future was our skin and now we don't dream anymore. No, we don't dream anymore. Oh, oh, oh. Like our house are made from spider webs and the clouds were rolling in. Bet this mighty river's both my savior and my sin. Oh, my savior and my sin. Oh, I said I could rise from the harness of our goals. Here come the tears, oh, like always, I let them go. Oh, oh, oh. Just let them go. Oh, oh. Well, I walk upon the river like it's easier than land. Evil's in my pocket and your strength is in my hand. Strength is in my hand. And I've thrown you in the current that I stand up on so still. Love is sold from what I've heard, but my heart's learned to kill. Oh, mine has learned to kill. Oh, I said I could rise from the harness of our goals. Here come the tears, but let go waves, I let them go. Just let them go. I'm 1,000 turns of tides, I'm 1,000 wakes of springtime and 1,000 infant cries. Oh, 1,000 infant cries. I got 1,600 tigers now tied to silver strings. When they pull out in the pasture, so the mighty harp will sing. Oh, the mighty harp will sing. But I'll always be blamed for the sun going down with the sun. But I'm the light in the middle of every man's fall. I bend my arrows now in circles and I shoot around the hill. If I don't get you in the morning, by the evening I sure will. By the evening, oh, I sure will. 'Cause I'm the fire on the mountain you have lit up in your dream, but also water on the fountain. You could send myself on me. You could send myself on me. 'Cause I'll always be blamed for the sun going down with the sun. But I'm the light in the middle of every man's fall. Say these words, but yes, you ought to know that the dark and what I've always been, it will not ever go. No, it will not ever go. And for so I lived 1,000 years, 1,000 turns of time, just 1,000 leaves in autumn and 1,000 ways to try. Oh, 1,000, it's just 1,000 ways to try, ways to try. There's a palace a falling, there's a smoke in the sky. There's a boy running downhill to the lowlands tonight, and he's catching the train to where he's heard you have been. He's a fool now among us, but a dreamer within, dreaming of you. And on that day there was snowfall in the street, yellow light, and they'd quit the bill and rails just by those dark shimmer eyes. In that land there's a winter, and that winter's the day. In that day there's a moment when it all goes your way, and you know it's a lion's heart that will tumble and tear apart when he's coming down the hills for you. But can you still now remember who's been hiding up there through his howling at twilight, all his songs of despair? Do you remember the caller of black and white crime? Well, he lives by that memory and falls from his mind, and you know it's a lion's heart that will tumble and tear apart when he's coming down the hills for you. Well, a walk in the city forever, a walk in a time to be gone. Well, there's no real goodbye if you mean it, so I guess I'm forever alone. Now he's a stranger among us, he will die in the park, or he hides from the statues and the weather remarks. In that land there's a winter, and that winter's a day. In that day there's a moment when it all goes away, and you know it's a lion's heart that will tumble and tear apart when it's coming down the hills for you. try them. But all the weapons raining from the sky will be yours to embrace. And the cold sky will write us a song. But will we ever confess what we've done? Yes, we're still kids on the